everyone, I found this great article, How Gold Investment Hurts the Economy and Becomes a Self-Fulfilling Prophecy. The author, Seth Walters, is a scientist, or an aspiring scientist. I gather he's still in college. A scientist and PhD student with broad interests and outside of his field of specialization. Yeah, you'll be able to see that as you read through the article here. He began investing in equities in June 2012. And you'll see how that's apparent also. You look, this here, this is funny to read. Really is. I mean, he used to stick to writing science papers. This would be like me trying to write a paper explaining to people how to do underwater welding or some crazy shit I've never even, you know, heard anything about. I just be making stuff up. I mean, he at least is using his education here, his Keynesian college education. This is what's being taught. And he talks all about the shiny bubble and how I hope you get out before the bubble pops, and, you know, gold's in a bubble, and how it hurts the economy. People holding gold bars, they should be putting it into the stock market and everything. You can go through and read it. I'm not going to recap it. I just basically wanted to point out two main things. I agree with him on one thing. He says he doesn't want to follow the herd. I don't either. But he doesn't want to follow the herd because he sees all these buy gold advertisements on you know, different websites. I've been on auto supply sites, auto parts, and seeing the buy gold. They're all over the place. So I'm wondering your guys' opinion on that, because I'm seeing them all over the place on the radio, you know, advertisements to buy gold. They're television, they're all over the place. So he's thinking, you know, that's what everybody's doing, and he's totally wrong. It's probably 1 or 2% of at least people in America are buying any precious metals, and that's not what the herd's doing. The herd is driven back into the stock market, and you know, they're not buying precious metals. I don't know why he thinks that, you know, the herd's buying precious metals, but that's his belief. They've pumped this up and they're taking money away. Let me read real quick my favorite part of the article. There's a lot of favorite parts, but one of my favorite parts. The final effect is that by having money frozen in a shiny bubble, precious metals investors cause deflation by lowering the velocity of money. So because of this, the government sector has to pursue inflationary policies of deficit spending and quantitative easing to fight the deflation. So he's blaming the amount of money that's being printed on having to fight deflation. So anyway, what's the other part that's good here? A lot of good comments. I mean, there's actually a lot of people down here who understand what's going on and are trying to explain it to him. And here, you know, he's arguing with everybody thinking that he knows what's going on. He's probably an intelligent guy, but he has no idea how the financial system works. He doesn't understand the economy and how the economy really works. You know, a consumer-based economy, consumption is a reward for a productive economy. You know, a viable, productive, growing economy, you get the reward of consumption. Consumption doesn't create a productive economy, and that's, everyone's flawed in thinking, but that's what it's all about. It's all about trying to twist things around, like inflation is prices going up. Well, no, inflation is expanding the money supply, and then the prices are a result of it. But we're not taught that. So he's totally confused, and it comes out here. But you guys are going to love this. I'll put a link below. Check it out. But after reading through this whole thing and reading half the comments and his replies to him, you know, I'm really thinking that he has this handy-manny or Bob the Builder perception of how the monetary system works and what money is. And I mean, that's what he's learning in college. I mean, this is the type of stuff that's being taught. It's just like the Fed challenge that I was talking about in my last video, where people get to look at real data, and you know, they get to look at CPIs and GDP, and they get to pretend they're on the board of the Fed, and you get to play around with interest rates, and forget the free markets. This just, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. This is just really comical, and I thought you guys would really like it. Talk to you all soon.